good question. I think it was the classic white superstars. That's like the base model Adidas. It was white. It just looked clean, you know, with the shell toe. Looked really dope. I wore those till like white wasn't white. It was probably brown or orange or something like that. But yeah, those are the first ones. When I first heard about the shoe, the King Push, it was a month before Thanksgiving. And I kind of slept on it. I was like, yo, that's dope. But then, you know, you're online, you're looking at stuff. But then it really caught my attention a week before the shoes dropped. And I was like, I gotta get these shoes. They were so hard because I felt like they were very reflective of who Pusha T was. They were hard. They had a hard edge to it. It was dark, you know, like his lyrics, his music. So I was like, yeah, go ahead and get those. And of course, for the rest of the million of us in the sneaker culture, I was like not privy to the information that the sale was not really the sale the day of. Like the sale was like a days before. And you gotta be like really savvy. So to no avail, couldn't get them. So I was taking my daughter shopping at Lenox Mall. It was at the end of December. And we're up there at the Adidas store and I'm talking to the salesperson. I'm like, I wanted these shoes, but I couldn't get them. So she gives me this crazy look, like a sinister look. She's like, what size you wear? I said size 10, what does it matter? She's like, hold on for a second. So she goes behind the counter and she pulls out a size 10 King Push Adidas. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. She has these shoes. So you want them? Yeah, I want them. So I go up to the counter, pay for them, whatever. And that's my little story. But I couldn't believe that I had got them like that. You know, like that happens, what, once in a lifetime? I use anything. My MP, bass guitar, guitars, live instruments, synths, a can, a tambourine, a hand clap, vocal sounds, whatever it takes to get it going. I mean, it doesn't matter what it is. I'm going to utilize it into my production and it's going to be dope. So it doesn't matter, marching band, mariachi band, if he hits a ill chord progression, I'm getting it. I think my core sound is just intensity. Because anybody who knows me, I'm real soft-spoken, I talk real low, and I'm real chill. But when you hear the production, it's like a totally different person. It's very aggressive. It's very in your face. You're gonna hear every sound in the production. Everything is just in your face. What I live by, more killer, less filler. That's what I live by. I strive to give people the killer. That undeniable, as soon as you hear it, the first 2 seconds, yo, this is it. I don't like filler. I don't like the beat was at 85%, but I didn't take it to 100, but I'll give them the 85%. Nah, I'm not gonna give that. And I will drive myself crazy if I don't get that feeling, you know? I think Quincy Jones said it gives you the goosebumps. If it don't give me the goosebumps, I'm not gonna let people hear it. I'm very hard on myself when it comes to that. It has to be the killer. So I was thinking to myself when I sat down to make the track, I need to make this as hard as I can. I need to make this so ridiculously nasty and dope. Like when you look at the shoe and you hear the track at the same time, you just want to go, ugh, that is so nasty. So I had that in mind and I just started from there. And when it was done, I was like, yeah, this is the shoe. And this is Pusha T. This is like a great representation of who he is and what the shoe is and what the brand of Adidas is. Hip hop, the culture, the streets, and what we do, how we live it, how we wear it. I want people to know that I captured the essence of Adidas, Pusha T, the culture, hip hop in general. Like he murdered it. This beat is ill. Let me hit rewind. Let me listen to this again and again and again and again and again. Yo, this is Vess Dynamick, and you are now listening to King Push, the beat.